Crusader Kings 3, a game made for murdering, sex-crazed, autistic incels. Yes, it's a paradox game, and aside from all the mean jokes, the game is actually kind of fun. You create empires using diplomatic sex, marrying off children, and of course commit untold atrocities in third world countries. Basically, it's a simulation of being a king in the olden times. The game has a lot of flavor on how you can achieve your goals, so I decided to strip it down to its bare bones and make my own dream of burning villages and decreasing populations a reality. So today, we're going to see how large of a kingdom I can build using only violence in Crusader Kings 3. For this fantastic idea, I created the epitome of human engineering, Farty MacGyver. He is an ugly and disgusting, hideous dwarf murderer. With all of his life experience and energy invested in conquering and killing, he is our perfect champion for this challenge. And yeah, he's basically got the same diplomatic abilities as a gay Muslim leader who also supports Trump, which is not a lot. Now, keep in mind, the following events are not scripted and are based off a true story. I decided to start in the northern island of Scotland, or rather known as the Shetland Isles, and yeah, it's pretty shit here. We have one state with no infrastructure, and to top it off, we have an ugly name, which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. Except for that, the run started as normal. I stationed my incredibly pathetic army in my one province, called for some new knights since the ones I had were subpar, looked at my horrible cabinet of advisors, I mean come on, and picked my lifestyle, which of course involved violence. I also decided to marry a young genius, which I feel incredibly sad for. I mean, look at me, I look like fucking shit. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio, but instead of being old, rich and perverted, I'm just a poor freak. And wow, Farty MacGyver is a dirty dog, as she got pregnant almost immediately. The baby was incredibly ugly, and a lady, which I have no use for as I can't marry her off for diplomatic gain since I'm just killing people this time around. After this initial sad setup, I decided that it was time to go raiding. And oh boy, does the helmet look good on my head. For some mentally insane reason, I decided that the best course of action was to raid the closest kingdom to me. I lost. I'm just a fucking island. And to welcome me home after 2 bad battles, I had gotten 2 beautiful sons. Let's just say that there's no chance that she had an affair. I decided that it was time to actually make some progress. So I went over to my poor neighbors and subjugated them. What followed was a sizable string of successful raids. After this, I had to put down a rebellion of peasants. And whilst I did, I noticed that the almighty Alba was looking weak. So I went down on a little visit and killed a bunch of them, smacked their ass and called them an Uber. Then went back to bed. With the money I gained, I did some furniture shopping and started looking for my next target, and I'm gonna raid the French. Wow, what a beautiful sight. I made the French mad, I got stacks, prestige, even the Pope's approval, and I'm over 18. After my many victories over the French, I decided to expand. How? Well, by killing some Icelanders, fucking over Alba. Hell, I got so much aura that my ugly, deadly ill son even got a marriage proposal from a girl. What a time it was to be alive before hoflation. I expanded some more by conquering the Highlands, I think, and then the Pope called for a crusade, which I accepted as it is a free opportunity to kill people that are different. As this was a crusade, I had to appoint a beneficiary to receive land if I did well in the crusade. For some reason I could only pick my daughter, so I thought, I won't get any land anyway, so why not? When the crusade started, I showed off my incredible military capabilities. I won again and again. I captured some fortresses and won again. And I ended up even getting so famous that I was a known crusader. The fame didn't stop there, as I even got my totally own nickname, the Frog. A mean nickname made by some Christian bullies. But still, after being humiliated by my own allies, I was the sole reason we won. So I got a bunch of cool shit. But fucking ugly lady Farty MacGyver's is now a queen. A pretty powerful queen. And I fucking hate her. Let's just say that I have 2 reasons to revisit the Pope. Another pretty insane thing is that my son, Refill My Bottle, Farty MacGyver's son, which is by far the ugliest person I have ever known, got a marriage proposal by a 12-year-old. After some minor maintenance at home, do you see what I did? I went to war to subjugate the kingdom of Alba. They had a kid as a ruler. Nonetheless, I slaughtered countless Albanese people and won with ease. After winning, for some reason unknown to me, I turned into the kingdom of Scotland. So I guess I'm a king now? I don't know. Anyways, I continued to conquer more and more land, upgrading my army. I even fucked over England. And as of now, I am clearly the dominating force of the British Isles. So let me snap my fingers and there we go. We are now pretty fucking beefy, strong and ready to say, topple a whole religion. Who knows? You know what? If I'm honest, I'm also sick of being called the Frog. It's pretty mean and it sucks. So let's kill the Pope and maybe even my daughter if I'm still mad, which I probably am. When I was supposed to start my quest for revenge, I immediately died. And my son, which I forgot I had, Eystein Farty MacGyverson, took the throne. I'm not that good with names. Since this king isn't only designed for warfare and killing like his father, I felt like it was only right to build up some skills by conquering the rest of Britannia. Okay, I'm gonna get off this fucking island soon, alright? Just be patient. This would make him better at efficiently killing the most amount of people and make us more equipped to deal with the Holy Roman Empire, which has gotten really fucking big. Why would we have to deal with the Holy Roman Empire? Short answer, they're gay for the Pope and they'll get mad if I stab him to death 50 times. As I was finishing up cleaning up Britain, the Pope called for another crusade. I of course said yes. Little does he know that I hold grudges. So crusading I went, and as I got there I got pegged really hard without any lube, whilst my supposed friends just watched. This gave me the equivalent of a bleeding hemorrhoid in my ass, but I still won a lot of battles until I died. Probably from the hemorrhoid, since they didn't have that good healthcare back then. But do not fear, as High King Poop, who was 8 years old, took the throne. In a strategic move, I therefore decided to take my troops back and focus on our realm. We won the crusade nonetheless, and I was ready to take the Pope when and where he least expected it. So I jumped the gun and went to war with the Holy Roman Empire. It took some time, a pretty long time actually, but I absolutely destroyed them and took a sizable chunk out of their ass. After this, I went home, killed some rebels, and then my whole kingdom started a massive coup to overthrow me. It started off good by me kicking some major butt, but then a large portion of my French lands started rebelling. But good news, as the rest of my realm started rebelling shortly after. I did try my best to stay in power. Sadly, the gods had other plans, as I realized that my now 2,000 soldiers had no chance. So I surrendered, and now I was the Kingdom of France as a puppet? I don't know, man. In a stupid attempt to get my honor back, I tried to go to war with the Pope. We lost the war against the Pope. In short, I am now weak, shattered, and everyone hates me. So let me take back my place as the coolest man in Europe by using a montage. Now, I guess I just have to conquer the Pope. Yeah, I crushed him, and it wasn't really that hard. And okay, sure, I could continue this run, take over the whole world, and become the pinnacle of whatever. But I don't really want to, as that would take a lot more effort. So yeah, that's the end of the run, if you couldn't tell. This was a new type of video kinda, so it's always hard to get it right on the first try. If you want more videos like this, tell me, and do tell me what I can improve, and also what you like about it. As always, these videos take a lot of time, so like and sub. With that said, you can go now.